Right. So now we are going to talk about some spelling rules.
Spelling rules.
So we are going to practice some spelling rules. So how and why it is important for us? How and why it is important for us to learn spelling rules?
Yes, sir.
Because while writing English, we're supposed to know how to write the word correctly. Okay, if you are able to write a word correctly, then automatically you'll be able to know how to pronounce the word correctly. Once you are able to once you are able to pronounce the word correctly, then automatically you'll be able to speak confidently. Okay, so if you want to speak confidently, directly or indirectly, a spelling is also plays a vital role. Spelling is also plays a vital role in our conversation. So first, any one of you can read only one. Gnanesh, read it out. Gnanesh.
All its best English spellings can be
Perplexing.
perplexing, especially for non-native speakers and writers. The following rules and suggestions are offered as aids. You will always be able to find
Right.
to these rules, but most writers find them helpful.
Right. So now,
Exception.
yeah. Now, Gautam, are you there on the line?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you read it?
At its best, English spelling can be perplexing, especially for non-native speakers and writers. The following rules or suggestions are offered as aids. You will always be able to find exceptions to these rules, but most writers find them helpful.
Right. So now, at its best, English spelling can be perplexing, especially for non-native speakers and writers. The following rules and suggestions are offered as aids. You will always be able to find exceptions to these rules, but most writers find them helpful. So, what the meaning of this paragraph is, for non-native speakers of English language like us, so our mother tongue is Telugu, right? So we are not native speakers of English. So for the non-native speakers, English spelling rules and English spelling, it seems a little bit difficulty. It seems a little bit confusing, but if you follow all the rules and suggestions, you'll always be able to find exception to these rules, but most writers find them helpful. Okay, so if you practice or if you learn all the rules and regulations of spelling, you feel very confident and you feel very comfortable to write good English or correct English. Okay, so that's why we're supposed to know some spelling rules. Okay. Right. Danyata, can you read that line? You just read that line.
I before E expect after C.
Right. So I before E. except after C. So this is the rule 1. I before E, except after C. So you just, all of you just go through the examples. Just go through the examples. Then tell me, are you be able to identify any difference or not? Yeah, just go through the examples for 1 minute. You just go through the examples and then tell me, are you be able to identify any difference here or not?
Yes, sir.
Just go through the, yes, just go through them. Don't read aloud, just go through yourself. So you need to tell me the difference between the examples. So there are 2 sets of examples. You need to identify the difference and then tell me. Right. Are you be able to identify the difference?
Yes, sir.
Right. So now, I'll ask one by one. So first, Hanesh.
At first, then they marked I and E, sir.
Okay.
And by going after, they added C also, sir.
Right. So while you are writing the words, you need to place letter I before E. Okay. So while writing any word, you need to place letter I before E. Okay. If there is C in that letter, in that word, you need to change the order. So E, then I. So for example, achieve, I, E. So I before E. Believe, I before E. Bear, I before E. Brief, I before E. Hygiene, I before E. Like that. If you observe all the first set, so from achieve to priest, right? So I has been placed before E. I has been placed before the letter E. But whereas there is letter C, like ceiling. So here they exchange the places. C after E, then I. Okay. So whenever you are able to find C, letter C in the word EI, letter I should be after E. Okay. Ceiling, conceive, deceive, perceive, receipt, receive, deceit, conceit, right? So if you observe in all these cases, E has been placed between C and I. Okay. E has been placed between C and I. But if there is no letter C, then you have to give the priority to I first, then E. I, E. Achieve. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that is the rule 1. Right. So Jahnavi, read that line.
And in words that rhyme with hay.
Right. So, and in words that rhyme with hey. Right. So examples. So here, what is the first concept we discussed? We have to place letter I before E. Okay, that is the first concept. Right, except after C. So if there is a C, then we can change the order. C, E, I. Right. Similarly, if there is no C, You have to write this one or some exceptions which are rhyme with hey. Okay, while you are pronouncing the word, if you get this sound hey, nay,
Hey.
nay,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Nay,
Hey.
fried,
Nine.
bay,
Nine.
slay,
Hey.
bay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes,
Hey. Which makes sound hey.
Yes, sir.
right?
And
So while
neighbor.
okay, enough.
Right.
While wait.
Big.
Yes.
Slight. Big.
Okay, enough. Stop. Right. So while you are pronouncing these words, you'll be able to get this sound, hey sound, right? So whenever you are able to get this sound, in that case, E always should followed by I. Okay. So
I.
N-E-I. So E-I. The first rule is we have to place I before E, right? So if there is this letter C, then you have to put E between C and I. Okay. Similarly, whenever you are pronouncing the word with sound of hey, you need to mention EI. Neighbor, freight, bait, sleigh, way, vein, and way.
Right.
Right? So this is the way how you're supposed to write down a word correctly. Right? So and some other exceptions. Exception means what is meant by exception? Exception means some cases, for some cases, they don't follow all these rules. They don't follow the rules, right? So either, neither, faint,
Neither.
foreign,
Neither.
forfeit, height, laser, weird, says. Okay, these are some exceptional cases. So here we are mentioning EI, but it is not giving you the sound hey, correct? It's not giving you the sound hey, but we are writing the spelling as a, either, neither, fate, foreign, right? So it's nothing but foreign. Next, forfeit, height, laser. I mean, laser is nothing but leisure, right? Weird and size. Okay, for all these cases, we are mentioning letter E first, then followed by letter I. Okay, so what is the first rule? You have to place letter I before E, right? So that is the rule. Okay, whenever you are able to find letter C, you have to write down the letter E between C and I.
E and I.
Right. So whenever you are getting the rhythmic sound, hey,
Hey.
in that case, you have to mention E and I.
E and I.
So some exceptions they have given, though it is not able to produce the sound hey, even though you have to write down EI for these examples. Either, neither, faint, foreign, forage, right? Height, leisure, weird, size. So for all these words, you are writing letter E first, followed by letter I. Are you able to understand these?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear so far?
Never.
Right. So a final Y changes to I when an ending is added. Right? So a final Y changes to I when an ending is added. If you add any ending word, right, in that case, the letter Y will change to I. The letter Y change to I. Examples.
Supply becomes supplies.
Supply.
Worry becomes worried.
Worried.
Mere,
Right?
Mary
Marry
becomes
or married.
Mary becomes married.
Right? Marry become merrier.
Mayor.
Right? So if you observe here, Y, the letter Y has been changed as letter
Is.
I, not E, I.
I
So here, supply, I, supplies, right? Worried,
Supply
I.
Worried.
Married, I.
is.
Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Exceptions. Except when that ending is ing. Okay. Generally, the letter Y changes to I when you're adding any ending. But in one condition, it won't change when it is ing. Example.
I crying.
Crying, studying, it won't change. Cry, cry, ing. Simply we added ing. Study, study, ing, studying, right? And when the Y is preceded by a vowel, whenever you are,
Vowel.
yes,
A vowel.
right?
Vowel.
Obey, saying.
Obey. Saving.
Hey,
So
saying.
if it is followed by any vowel, it won't change. Okay. If it is followed by any vowel, it won't change. It will remain same.